I'd love to have a place that has character. I'm turning 30. I'm ready to make a change at last. I see some parquet floor. As soon as I saw the parquet floor, my heart just kind of sank. It feels very small, maybe because it's so cluttered. Wow.
When searching for a rental, the first step is to find a location you want to call home. If you don't like your neighborhood, you're not going to love your rental. Single makeup artist Whitney is looking to trade in her generic shoebox apartment in a quiet residential area for something loaded with character in a trendy neighborhood.
I live close to my parents in a very upper middle-class neighborhood, and I certainly don't identify with it. I'm freelance, I'm single, I have a cat for company. I really want to live in a space that is inspiring and creative, that really speaks to me. This is my good friend Blair. We've had a lot of great laughs over the last 9 years, and I asked Blair to help me find a new place because he's lived in the kind of space that I want to be living in. I think he'll be able to be a good sounding board for me, especially with this milestone of turning 30. I'm ready to make a change at last.
I'm here to get her into a cool one-bedroom apartment in a trendy neighborhood before she turns the big 3-0.
Hi, Jodi.
Nice to meet you.
It's nice to meet you too. Come on upstairs.
This place is great.
This is Blair. Blair, Jodi.
Hi, Jodi.
Hi, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
I wanted to bring you to Blair's apartment because it has a lot of the characteristics that I'm looking for.
Whitney and I have very similar tastes in our dwellings, I think, and so when I saw this place, I was immediately attracted to it because of the exposed brick wall.
Beautiful moldings, big old windows.
Just how cozy it felt.
What would you say is your wish list?
Bathtub would be great. Blair's lucky he's got a clawfoot tub, and in fact, I don't know if I could take a place that didn't have a bathtub.
Duly noted.
Yeah. A place with laundry.
Okay.
A place with parking.
Hardwood floors, not your parquet flooring.
Yes, that's a definite. And I'd love to have a place that has character like Blair's.
Mm-hmm. What neighborhood are you thinking?
I want a younger neighborhood, a neighborhood that's a little bit more artsy. My budget is $1,200 a month, including utilities.
And how's your search been going?
I've been looking online for the past month or so, and really there's not a lot out there, so I think I definitely need your help.
To get something with all the character that you're looking for and stay on budget, there's a chance we might have to look at neighborhoods that are up and coming and not already really hip and trendy. So if you keep an open mind, I'm sure I'll be able to find something for you before you hit the big 3-0.
Awesome.
Knowing that location is Whitney's top priority, I'm taking her to see a charming one-bedroom on the second floor of a house that's been converted into 3 apartments. It's a short walk to one of the fastest growing pockets of the city, where cute restaurants and shops are sprouting up weekly. Plus, it's only 10 minutes from central downtown by streetcar. This little place is really great. It's got quite a bit of character, but it's got some modern upgrades as well. And this place also has parking.
Oh, perfect.
Let's check it out. So it does have its own private entrance for you, so it's nice and safe. I like that this hallway has got a really open feel.
Yeah, that's great. And the floors, too. I really like the floors.
The original hardwood in a really nice shade of brown.
I like the character, and I like the hominess.
Let's have a closer look at the kitchen.
Is that a washer and a dryer?
Yeah!
It's nice and new, too. It has a washer and a dryer, which are, you know, kind of odd to have in the kitchen, but I guess that's how they do it in Europe, n'est-ce pas? It's a very spacious kitchen. Mm-hmm. You can actually see the exposed brick through the skylight next door, which is really nice, too.
The kitchen is an excellent size. It's very workable, and it feels even more open because it's got that opening to the stairwell and the hallway. How do you feel about the floor?
It's not necessarily what I would choose in my own home, but that's why I'm a renter, so.
Let's check out the bathroom. So, makeup artist, how do you feel about natural light in the bathroom?
That's amazing. I didn't even think to have a skylight in the bathroom on my wish list.
But it would have been if you had thought of it.
Yeah, it's nice and spacious, too. Well, the bathroom's great, the kitchen's great.
Let's check out the bedroom.
Awesome.
When considering second-floor apartments, look for features like balconies, huge windows, and ceiling fans that will help with airflow.
got a fan, which is great.
Why don't you check out what's behind door number 1?
Is it a balcony?
Well, it's a Juliet balcony.
That's definitely very charming. It's very cozy, and it's great to have such a big open space that faces east in the morning, too.
Let's go check out the living room.
Okay. Well, this is very cute.
Yeah.
Things that I thought you would like about it is the hardwood floor, the sloped roof, the bay window. But we could make this space even cozier. For renters, an electric fireplace is an inexpensive and simple solution. It can be unplugged and easily moved when your lease is up. An upholstered bench will add extra seating options, but can also be used as a coffee table. And full-length graphic curtain panels will add an extra touch of coziness to the space.
It definitely has a lot of potential. It needs a little bit of love, but the bones are there for sure. I love the neighborhood. This is where I wanted to live.
It's much more you, which is great.
So I guess the major factor then would be price. You said that your max was $1,200.
Yeah.
This place is $1,100 plus utilities, which would bring you to around the $1,200 mark.
Okay.
And parking's free.
Oh, that's great.
Excellent.
Definitely, I think that I could live in the space quite happily, but there are many fish in the sea, and I'm really excited to see what Jodi has chosen for me to look at.
Whitney loves this place, but I'm gonna have to hold her back and show her a couple more places because I want her to really feel like she understands the market before she makes a decision. Since Whitney loved the first apartment we saw, I put a call into the landlord to express interest. Nothing's a guarantee though, and I still have 2 great rentals I want her to consider before making a decision. I want to show Whitney what she can get in her price range in the heart of a coveted neighborhood. We're in one of the city's most popular and vibrant areas to see a 1-bedroom above a storefront, which means great amenities are right at the doorstep. So Whitney, this neighborhood is fabulous for you because of its proximity to downtown. There's parking, there's restaurants on either side of you, there's clothing stores a moments away, the subway is at your doorstep.
I don't know the area very well, but I'm sure that there are a number of places around here that I could become a regular at.
So it sounds like the neighborhood works. Let's find out if the apartment does.
Sounds good.
Rentals above retail spaces can be great. But remember, bars and restaurants bring noise, while shops and offices are usually quiet after hours.
I see some parquet floor. As soon as I saw the parquet floor, my heart just kind of sank, because that's what I want to get away from. You do have to make some concessions. I was hoping that parquet flooring wouldn't even be part of the equation, but take the good with the bad.
What I liked about this place for you was all the lights.
It's definitely nicer than what I expected when we were standing out front.
I liked the high ceilings for you as well.
Yeah, it gives it a really nice, airy kind of quality. I like how open the kitchen is and how fresh and clean it looks. I wish that there was some kind of an eat-in area.
It's a nice place. I think you'd have to work a little bit harder to make it that cozy feeling that we're going for. Yeah.
Follow me. And I have for you a laundry room.
Hey.
Oh, wow.
Very nice.
Yeah. I wasn't really expecting much considering the storefront. But yeah, definitely I was very surprised that there was ensuite laundry. I'm happily surprised because I think it's kind of one of the perks of the apartment.
Complete with storage area.
That's a bonus, definitely, to not have to wheel the granny cart of laundry down the street.
Big time. In a rental, it's not typical to find ensuite laundry and parking. And then over here's the washroom, so have a peek.
There's no window, I guess. The bathroom I really wasn't impressed with. It made me feel like I was in a basement apartment. There were no windows.
So it's, more, I guess, more functional than charming. Okay, let's check out the bedroom.
Wow.
Currently, it's set up as a child's bedroom.
It feels very small. Maybe because it's so cluttered.
The current owner is using the main room as his bedroom, and his son sleeps in this room. It's really hard for people to see past atypical uses of space. So for me to try to force Whitney to see an adult bedroom when this room is filled with children's furniture, it's a stretch.
It's definitely a kid-sized bedroom.
It has lots of potential.
I guess you're right. It does have lots of potential.
So I think there's lots of things we could do to turn it into an adult bedroom. We'd take advantage of every square inch by tucking a daybed with storage into the alcove, dressing it with luxurious, oversized pillows, and framing the bed with drapery panels on either side will create a sense of separation and privacy within the small room, leaving space for a charming dresser and funky accessories. With the drapes closed, it'll have a luxurious dressing room feel.
it could totally be transformed into a wonderful, cozy bedroom.
The landlord's asking $1,050 per month, plus utilities, which should run around $75 to $100 per month.
I think that's a pretty good deal considering the neighborhood and the apartment's proximity to everything. This apartment, it definitely has character, but it doesn't have that kind of old world character and that sense of history that I'm looking for.
For some people, this kind of place would have a lot of character. She doesn't want that clean, streamlined look, even if it means a fabulous neighborhood.
It is a fine apartment.
The neighborhood sells it. We can certainly make it work.
When you're looking for character in a rental, units in converted homes are usually the way to go. Now that Whitney's seen a place in the middle of a trendy neighborhood, I'm taking her to see a one-bedroom in another up-and-coming one. It's in a house that's situated on a bit of a busier street, but extremely close to transit and a 7-minute streetcar ride into downtown. It's a 3-minute walk to a strip of restaurants and shops with a ton of charm. And because it's just off the main drag, it's the most cost-effective rental on our tour, so definitely worth considering. Whitney, I've got a place for you. It's a really up-and-coming area, just getting regentrified, loads of construction going on. There is parking in the back. It's got lots of the character that you're looking for. So let's have a peek inside and see what you like.
Sounds good.
So have a peek in the bathroom. Now, it's not a clawfoot tub.
Well, it's clean. I was very happy to see a bathtub and a nice clean one at that. It definitely is something I could ease into and relax. I definitely think it's got character. It's got a nice pedestal, sink.
Okay, well, let's have a look at the kitchen.
Okay.
Oh, fantastic.
It's great.
Yeah. We have a gas stove.
A washer and a dryer. That is amazing.
Yes, that's a plus for sure.
Eat-in kitchen.
The little eat-in area is a nice little touch, and it is pretty spacious, and I think for Whitney, for one person living there, I think it's perfect.
Have you cooked on gas before?
That'll be something definitely to get used to, but I think I can handle it.
The last time I had dinner over at Whitney's place, we ordered in Chinese food, so the gas stove would be really good to heat it up, I guess, leftovers.
Let's check out the bedroom.
It's cozy.
This is very cozy. Yeah.
The bedroom is certainly not a deal breaker, though it is a lot smaller than you know, I would choose. It's got hardwood floors, and it'll certainly fit my queen bed and a nightside table. I'm happy to have it be a calmer, quieter space. I'm really happy that the bedroom's not at the front of the house, too.
For sure. When you're on a busy street like this, the street has streetcars. It's way better to have the bedroom in the side or the back of the house so that you reduce a lot of the noise. Mm-hmm. Okay, well, let's go see if the living room works for you.
This is a lot more spacious than the bedroom.
I think with your current furniture, you've got a lot. It would be really cozy in here.
The living room has great bones. It's got great hardwood floors. It's got high ceilings.
That window gives this room so much potential.
My design plan will make a feature out of the ceiling height by using floor-to-ceiling drapes to highlight the window. When you're renting, don't invest in expensive, custom-made drapes to dress a window you don't own. Stock drapery panels are an equally stylish but more economical option for renters. A trendy teal on the wall and bold decor accents will make the room pop, turning a boring space into a room with a ton of character.
I definitely do prefer a cozier space, and I like how the ceilings seem higher in here than they do in the bedroom.
I thought Whitney would love this place when we walked in. It's her type of place. You know, it's small and cozy.
The best part about this place is the price. This place is $975 all-inclusive.
Wow.
So including parking, including hydro, including everything.
That's awesome. This apartment has a lot going for it. Obviously the price. It's in a great neighborhood. It's got parking. It's got laundry. It is quite cozy.
In up-and-coming neighborhoods, we can often find a little steal here and there. So we found that for Whitney.
Jodi got a great place. It's in a great neighborhood. It's a great price point. The place has a lot of character.
It's got an older feel that Whitney really, really loves, but it has updated bathroom and kitchen, which I think is great for her.
I've shown Whitney 3 apartments that all have unique characteristics. It's going to be a weighing of the pros and cons. Angled ceilings, Juliet balcony with modern amenities, rental above a store on a trendy street, or original hardwood and detail in an up-and-coming neighborhood. With 3 places now in the running, which one will Whitney choose?
So
So Whitney, 30th birthday just around the corner. Which apartment will it be?
I think they all have some good things about them. First one, the bedroom has great little charm with the Juliet balcony there. Love the hardwood. And I really like the bay windows as well, and the angled ceilings. This place marries a little bit of contemporary with the traditional very well. The second one, huge ceilings, very open, very airy. It's just those darn parquet floors that kind of turned me off.
I certainly didn't feel it for Whitney. Like, I was like,
no,
this is not the place for her.
And I'm surprised because I thought that I would be interested in living in that area, but despite the fact that it was in the thick of things, it didn't really have a lot of personality. The third place, the price is kind of the best thing about it, and it was right on the main street, so we had the streetcar right up front. It didn't have as much of the charm as Blair's place does, but it also did have that kind of homey sense, and it just wasn't as nice as the first place.
Sounds like it's between the two rentals that have equal character and charm, rental number 1 and number 3. But with the third one at a much lower rent, which one will Whitney choose?
Which one is it gonna be?
Oh, the first place kind of blew the other two out of the water.
The energy in this place is great. And I felt really good for Whitney about the place. And
It sounds like you're pretty excited about this. Would you be upset tomorrow morning if someone else rented it?
Certainly.
All right, let's make the call.
Wish me luck.
Good luck.
It's a great place for her.
Hi there. I just looked at an apartment of yours.
When calling a landlord, discuss all of your concerns right off the bat.
I guess one of my concerns is safety, so I just...
Moving out of her safe, uptown area means Whitney should research the neighborhood. Don't be shy about asking people in the neighborhood about any safety concerns you might have. I always advise my clients that they can ask the landlord to change the locks before they move in.
It went well. She had some questions for me, and she answered all of my questions. So she's going to check out my references, and I'm going to meet up with her at 6 o'clock with my first and last, and hopefully everything's going to work out.
Luckily for Whitney, it was an easy done deal. The landlord agreed to change the locks, leaving her safe and secure to sign the lease and move in before her birthday deadline.
I think the move went really well. I ended up going with movers because I just knew that would be the easiest way to go, although Blair and I did help a little bit.
Hiring good movers can sometimes be more economical than moving yourself, so it's a good idea to call around for quotes before you decide which way to go. Movers typically charge by the hour, so factor in travel time to your new location. The more organized you are, the less time it will take.
It only cost me $341 plus tips, so it was definitely a great investment.
With the previous tenant's stuff gone, the living room is a blank slate, and I'm using the angled ceilings as inspiration in my plans to cozy up this room. My plan is to blend old with new to create a quirky but stylish living room. In a rental, sticking to neutral paint colors is a good idea. Some landlords will ask a renter to paint over a bold color choice before they move out, so check with the landlord before you break out the paintbrushes. Keeping in mind that it's a rental, we're working with a solid $1,000 budget. And after a good clean, a little bit of elbow grease, and the new electric fireplace, this room is coming along. I'm just hoping it'll be the change Whitney needs leading into her big 3-0.
Wow.
Oh my God.
This is amazing. I love the textures and I love the aesthetic, and I think you've totally pegged me, which is really good. I love how airy the room seems, even though the furniture's so big.
And I even think just painting out the ceiling in white is what's helping make the space feel bigger and brighter.
Yeah, and so do all of these amazing trinkets, and it's a beautiful lamp too.
Rentals don't always have fabulous lighting, so investing in some lighting like a table lamp or a floor lamp is a way of adding elegance.
The fireplace I'm really excited about because I think it'll also give the place a lot of heat because there's only baseboard heating in each room. I love how these window treatments let a bit of light in. It's a funky and very, very practical window treatment.
We spent a little bit of extra money on the horizontal blinds that are custom fit, but we saved money on the side panels that are not so expensive.
It's very urban chic, but still Whitney's still kind of like funky and cool.
And I love how you've mixed the old with the new, too. That footstool, I love that. I think that is probably my favorite thing. I can't wait to put my feet up on that and have a glass of wine.
The upholstery tacks are an inexpensive way of adding a lot of pizzazz and charm to the ottoman, and Whitney really appreciated that. She seemed to really fall in love with the piece. The bedroom is small, so we kept it very clean and uncluttered.
The way Jodi set up the room is, you know, it's a very kind of calm and serene environment.
The bathroom has great natural light, and once we toned down the paint color, it gave it a really nice spa-like feeling.
It'll be great to have beautiful natural light streaming in through the window, and that'll be nicer for me when I put on my makeup too.
The kitchen wasn't big enough to add a full dinner table, so I repurposed her patio furniture, and now she's got a little bistro table there.
The kitchen's really great. It's got great appliances, it's got lots of storage in the pantry, it's got a washer and dryer, and it's really open. I think I lucked out. I know initially I wanted a place that was just like Blair's, but you know, it's like love. You never know it until you see it.
For $950, which is less than 1 month's rent, Whitney has a fabulously designed and styled place that really suits her personality.
It really reflects who I am.
I'm really happy with the way this place turned out. I think I hit Whitney's design sense on the head, and then this will be a great inspirational environment for her to live out the next phase of her life.
I can't believe I'm saying this, but I'm actually kind of looking forward to turning 30 and spending it in this place.